Yeah, good afternoon and welcome to my channel. And in this video, I want to show you some analysis based on BTC. And this video is coming as a result of some individuals not knowing whether it's a good time for one to invest, especially for those ones that are willing to buy and hold. So they don't really know which direction BTC will head. Should I invest now and wait for it to rise? Maybe early next year or something. But then I have my own reservation based on technical analysis that I've gone through. However, I want to cite a disclaimer that this is not an investment idea. It is not an advice for you to run into um, any investment because I will not take responsibility for any kind of loss that you might incur. So please make your own findings and decide on what is best for you. Now let's go into what we have for today. Now this is BTC charts and it's a weekly. Personally, you know, many a times I prefer starting up my analysis on a larger time frame so that I can see the bigger picture. Now, BTC took off from around 65,711 US dollar, and it has been on a downward trend ever since then. So this actually formed a very strong resistance for me. And if you look at it, this has actually happened before in 2021. A lot of testing and retesting of this particular price. So it has gone there before. This is pure price action. Forget about some of those indicators because indicator only tells you what you should have done about an hour ago or thereabouts. So this has actually happened in 2021 and this is 2022. It came there and it retested that same region and returned back sharply. And ever since then, it has been on a downward trend. And along the line we had some other. This is this is um this is um a resistance that turned to support eventually. It broke through that region, broke through the next region of support, and here we are around 16,000 plus. Now the question is it likely that BTC is going to retrace? The answer is no. At least in the short term, I don't think BTC will retrace anytime soon. The next region I'm expecting to see BTC is around this 11,008, it's between 11,800 and 13,000. That's the next region, most likely. So if BTC gets to this region and this resistance region is able to withstand the price, meaning that BTC is unable to break through, obviously, most likely there will be a sharp reversal and it might be on its way up. But first, I expect the BTC to drop to this level at first. Then after a while, if it could not break through, then most likely there's going to be a retracement. And the next region that I'll be looking at is because price moves from one level to the other. Now, let's look at another time frame. Another time frame. Let me look at my daily time frame. Daily time frame. Now, also, if you look at it, look at daily time frame, there was a very steep decline, and this is one of the indicators that I use occasionally. At this point, it was actually calling, a sell, which eventually there was a sharp sell. Now, the only thing is just that if you look at the candlestick pattern that we have, this on a daily time frame, it is unlikely that we have this kind of rapid drop. Is unlikely, even though in a little sense, BTC was able to pull up a little. But then, if you look at this candlestick pattern, it has actually the momentum has actually slowed down. So it's unlikely that we have this kind of steep decline anytime from now. But the idea is that if at all, yes, it will still be oscillating, drop a little, go up a little because price moves in algorithm. So for those that are trading actively, I don't mean those ones that want to buy and hold. Yes, it might be a good idea to quickly scalp BTC, make your money and be out of the market. But if you are going to hold, it is unlikely that BTC we make that rapid move that we all are expecting. So don't rush into it. But then if you want to trade it, you want to scalp the market, it might be a good idea. But I want to still appeal to you. you need to look at the chart and analyze it accordingly. So you can see it, we can see where my cursor is. The momentum has actually reduced. And if I can decide to put my trend line here. I can decide to put my trend line. Let me just put my trend line. So this is um this is my trend line. All right. So even if you are scalping, this is on a daily time frame. If you are scalping, you can see my trend line. If I were you, I will wait for BTC to show me like a signal of the direction it wants to head. If price drops below this my trend line, and I'll wait for a little bit of confirmation before running into a sell for a short period of time and exit the market. And if price goes beyond this other trend line, I'll go to my lower time frame, say about 15 minutes. That's for scalpers anyway. About 15 minutes time frame. You can see that the selling momentum this is MACD. It's showing that the selling momentum has actually dropped. So it's unlikely that we have that steep decline anytime from now. So I'll go to my lower time frame. I will wait for a confirmation. If price drops below this trend line, which I drew on my daily time frame, I'll wait for it to retest a little while and be sure that BTC is ready to drop. That's if you are scalping. But if you want to hold, because price moves from level to level, if you check your weekly time frame, price move from one support level to another support level, from one resistance level that eventually turns support to another support level. So we're expecting BTC to most likely drop to the next support level, which is around 11,800 or thereabouts. Now, if price is able to break through this region convincingly, my brethren, I want to tell you that BTC may be on its way to its all-time low point. This is around 4,000 plus, between 4,000 and 5,000. So if it breaks through this region convincingly, the next region that I'll be expecting it is at this region. So we might be heading for, a very rigorous downward trend. And I can tell you with a little bit of assurance, based on my own ideology and analysis, that if BTC gets to this point, this is a very strong support level. It is most likely going to retrace back. And once it gets there and it respects the region, be ready for a very, very steep bullish run. By then, BTC can do the unthinkable. Once it gets there and it respects the region, then we should expect a very strong bullish run. And that'll be the end of this video. And I want to appeal to you that if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do, so that when I drop videos, you'll be among the first set of people to receive notification. Don't also forget to share this video, hit that notification bell so that you can get notified as soon as a new video is being dropped. Thank you, and I will see you in the next lesson.